Hello everyone, my name is Clentus and welcome to my YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get into today's story. As a matter of fact, this is an oldish kind of story that happened on Friday. The reason why I'm doing this is because of two reasons. The first one is because it was highly requested on Friday that I do this case. Secondly, I want to talk of what is high profile. Who determines if a case is high profile? Would you consider Zandile Mafe's case as being high profile? Because I would assume that Parliament is high profile, and therefore this case will be high profile. And if a case is high profile, we see a lot of it. We hear a lot of it. People take an interest all over the country, sometimes even internationally, because it is a high profile. So now, if Parliament is indeed a high profile type of entity, and it was burned down by somebody, it doesn't matter whether the person is homeless or the person is a sane person or somebody that is mentally unstable, it is still high profile, that house called Parliament. So then we have cases like Thabo Bester and girlfriend Princess Nandipa Makutumana. They are considered to be high profile. Right from the get-go, they are now high profile or considered high profile. So now who determines that this case is high profile, this case is low profile, this case is important or unimportant? Who makes those determinations? Because how come this case, Zandile Mafe, has been under the carpet or under the radar for such a long time, and yet it is a high-profile matter? Yes, you may say, but Clantis, this matter has been in the public arena for some time. I understand that, but was it kept as a high-profile throughout? That's the question I'm asking, which brings to this very question I'm asking: what is a high-profile case? Who determines whether this is a high-profile case and this is not a high-profile case? Please do not tell me it's the media. The media is not the law. The media are just the watchdog of democracy and reporting on cases and making sure that legal processes are followed to the letter. That is what I understand. But who in the legal system that determines that this case is high profile and that case is not high profile? Because it looks like the reason why some cases are considered high profile is so that it is treated with kid glove, and they condition us, the citizens, that this is a high profile matter, so we're going to have to treat it with high sensitivity and all that stuff. And then when an ordinary South African burns down Parliament, it's not a sensitive matter, because at the end of the day, let's be real, guys, Parliament is a national key point. And the questions that South Africans ought to be asking: how did Mafe get in there? How does an ordinary citizen get into Parliament and do what he did? Whether he's sane or insane or whatever the case is, who was sleeping on duty that particular day? And therefore, I would say Parliament is high profile. And this case should have been treated like a high-profile case. Yes, some people can say, but then he was not serving time in jail. He was in and out of psychiatric hospital. That is as good as Dr. Nandipa Makutumana being in the hospital side of the Kroonstad female prison. I get all those people that are going to come at me by saying that. So my question is, who determines that cases are high profile and they are not high profile? And is it done at the magistrate's court? Is it done by the high court? Is it done upon arrest by the police? Who does? Please, if anybody knows this answer, please, so that when we move forward, we can determine ourselves that, oh, this one is definitely high profile. Oh, this one is insignificant. Whenever an arrest is made of any kind of South African, we cannot have a situation like the animal farm where others are more equal than others. You get what I'm trying to say? Because this high profile thing, it seems to be playing at us as the citizens, that No, because this is a high profile matter. It needs to be treated in that fashion where, like, for example, Rosemary Ndlovu, we knew everything about Rosemary Ndlovu. We even saw her when she was being taken out of a van with handcuffs on, and we didn't say anything. But when Princess Nandipa Makutumana gets out of a police van, she is a free woman. There's no handcuffs on her. She's carrying clothes as if she's coming from Mall of Africa, and it also looks like she just walked out of Sorbet makeup artist's room or salon. She's looking amazing. And yet, because she's high profile, and therefore we need to understand that as citizens, somebody please, I'm genuinely asking this question because I've always heard this terminology, but I never really knew what it means. Of course, I know I can go to Google. I know I can go to a dictionary and look it up. But now, what's written is never the same as when it is put in practice. That's where I'm at. Those that practices high profile matters. What is a high profile matter, and what makes it a high profile? And secondly, how is it different from Zandile Mafe? How Zandile Mafe's case is different from Princess Nandipa Makutumana and Prince Thabo Bester? I would like to know that because I'm so confused at this whole high profile matter. This is a rant. Let me just put it this way. This is a rant that is trying to get some answers around the question of high profile. So if you are in the know about high profile, okay, maybe you might send me to the Criminal Procedure Act. You might send me to, what do you call this, judiciary or whatever not. Maybe I'll find it there, but again, what's written down is not always what is put into practice. There's very big differences there. I may find what I'm looking for and what I'm asking, but when it's put in practice, does it mean the same thing? Is it followed to the T in order for me to be satisfied with the answer? But I am willing to be educated around this. I do really want to add some knowledge around this so that whenever I hear it, I understand what they mean. Am I understood what I'm trying to say? Because another thing, you will find another case like, let's say, Ananias Mate. Ananias Mate was considered a high profile. Okay, I can understand with him why he's a high profile. He was a mass murderer and a mass rapist, a scary human being, a serial escapee from prison. So he has earned that title, I would say. Why is it not the same for everybody? Why not all detainees treated the same? Why not all prisoners treated the same? That's all I'm asking, guys. I'm not trying to stir any pot here or ruffle some feathers. I'm just asking a genuine question. And I would highly appreciate it if anybody has an answer for that. Well, I think that is my thoughts around this high profile thing. Anyways, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like anyways. Do leave me a comment down below and let me know, have you been in the same boat as I am about this so-called low profile, high profile, medium profile, whatever it is? Who determines this? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Anyways, guys, do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And also do watch the ads, and thank you so much to those that are watching the ads. I do see it in my analytics. You guys are the best. Oh, lastly, somebody sent me a super thanks of $9. Maybe probably more than $9, and I want to know who that person is. And then there's another one that also gave me a super thanks of $5, but I couldn't find your comments in the comment section where you made that purchase. Guys, thank you so much for this. I highly appreciate it. I got $9 and I also got $5 as super thanks on top of the $15 that I got for my birthday. So I would like to know who you are that sent me those those super thanks. I will highly appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Those are super thanking my videos because they are hard work to put together. Anyways, guys, do share this video far and wide, and also let's see each other again in my next video. Goodbye.